Titus, you suck! Ugh. Oh. How long have you been there? Oh, sorry, I was playing Final Fantasy, Dissidia, my bad, on PSP, and, yeah, I didn't notice you there, my bad. Anyway, put that in the drawer. Hey, I'm back! How's it been, guys? You may notice that I'm in a different place from usual. That's because technically I'm living in my grandmother's spare room, and it's attached to, her bedroom in her old house. That's now. My aunt and uncle have moved in recently with their 2 kids and a bunch of pups and, 1 cat. So, sorry if there's noise and crap in the background, but, I don't care anymore. I really don't. I should be moving to the trailer next door by June, so who cares, right? Anyway, number 1, I don't really care who's distracting in the background anymore or what's going on out there. Usually my mic has pretty good noise cancellation, so it shouldn't be a really big deal. Number 2, since me and Beth have been talking again, I have actually been really wanting to get back to YouTube, but because of all the crap that's been going on with moving and repairs and all that junk, I haven't really had the time. So instead I've been wasting most of my time on YouTube, like watching other YouTubers and seeing what they're up to. But I've decided that I'm finally coming back. I do not care who gets in my way. I do not really care at all anymore. Like I've already said, I'm now 24. I have so much more time ahead of me, and what's the use anymore, right? I mean, there's going to be distractions no matter where you go. But anyway, I'm also sorry that the camera is kind of set for 30 and I get random camera glitching, so I guess we're just going to have to stick with this, right? But anyway, as you may have noticed, I am coming back finally, and I've got a few new ideas coming up. So instead of my usual crazy, chaotic, upload whenever I'm done schedule, I'm only going to be bringing you 2 videos a day, and whenever I get a good amount of videos stored for a certain series or a certain game, a genre, I'm going to be making a whole new channel dedicated to that. It'll still say DJER25, but it's going to be under a new name, like, say I'm doing Resident Evil, and I've done all of Resident Evil, maybe like 2 and 4. Then I'll make DJER25 Resident Evil. Hey, it's easier to find that way. Or say that I played a lot of Need for Speed, Mario Kart, and Diddy Kong Racing. Then I'll be making DJER25 Racing. It's that easy. It'll be easier for you guys to sort out. It'll be easier for you guys to find where you need to be. And number 3, eventually, whenever I've noticed that whenever people upload enough to YouTube, it slowly gets rid of their older videos so that you can't just find them by searching, or they're forcibly removed because they're the lowest on your view list. And I don't want that. So instead, I'm just going to go straight up and add it to another channel, uploading through that channel, and then adding a link and a playlist into DJER25. Once, of course, I have enough actual videos to make the channel. You know, you don't want to start a channel and just have like 3 videos. Alright, number 2, I'm also going to be working on things like reviews, some real life stuff, maybe a couple comedy skits here and there. I mean, I'm Dillon. I have a lot of ability, I have a lot of skill, and I have a lot of, ways to express myself without it just being strictly vlogs or gaming. I could do other things. I could cook, I could show tutorials for, like, wielding certain weapons, whatever. It just depends on whatever I'm feeling, And last but not least, I'm sorry that the Wi-Fi is too garbage to stream, or else I would stream more often, but I'm just going to have to get used to the fact that in this house with like 6 different people, a bunch of devices connect to Wi-Fi and disconnect all the time, so you can't have a steady Wi-Fi whenever there are like 20 different freaking phones and like TVs on one poor Wi-Fi connection. It's not going to happen. I've tested, it didn't work, I'm getting over it. But either way, I'm not going to be webcamming all the videos, but I'm going to be doing the ones that I feel like need the most, impact. And another thing, whenever I'm done with a certain game, I'm going to be reviewing that game later on, telling you my happiness and my sorrow for the game, as well as using clips from the Let's Plays or the DLC, which I'll get to in a minute, to actually, use for video. So it's not just me talking on a webcam like right now, like, what else am I doing, right? Anyway, as I just talked about DLC, so my idea for the channel is that I want to record an entire game to the best of my ability, like show everything possible, show off all the stuff that normal people wouldn't really go out and get. I really need to trim that off, it's driving me crazy. Anyway, I'm going to basically be completing a game to the fullest I can, and that's going to be the Let's Play. Like, say for instance I'm doing Resident Evil 1, that has a bunch of different outcomes, a bunch of different endings, and there are some things that change depending on what mode you're playing in, and I want to show off as much of that as possible. But whenever I come back just to have a fun run or show off something that you don't really have to do in-game to get the full experience, that'll be considered DLC. So, as some of you may know, spoilers for those of you that don't, whenever you beat Resident Evil 1 on on GameCube, you actually unlock a mode where one of the people that die in game comes back as an unkillable zombie, and if you kill them, basically you die with them. So that's considered DLC in my mind, because you don't have to have it to get the full experience of the story and the gameplay, but it's just a nice little thing to do later in time whenever you're like, I'm bored, I want to play some Resident Evil, let's do that special mode I unlocked. And once again, as far as uploading and everything, I only plan on uploading 2 videos a day, not including tutorials, not including, like, stuff that isn't part of the game. Basically, as long as it's considered the gameplay or DLC, anything that has to do with the game, that'll be a separate video. So there will be 2 gameplay videos daily if I can get away with it, and if there are tutorials, vlogs, anything like that, they're going up separately. They don't count for the bonus. 2-day ratio. Anyway, I don't want to talk your head off. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy that me and Beth are finally talking again. It makes my heart feel so much better knowing that the one person that I really want to upload for, not that you guys aren't as important, but as far as Beth is concerned, she's really special to me, and we've done a lot for each other the last year, so time to catch up on what I owe, right? But anyway, if you guys are hanging out and watching, I thank you for that. If there are any YouTubers out there that happen to catch a few of my videos and think, hey, this guy ain't that bad, thanks. I'm doing what I can. I'm not doing this for money. I'm literally doing this just for videos. And once again, whenever I make those other playlists and all, I have a Hangouts chat that is basically strictly for DJER25, and it'll be the best place for you to find uploads in case if you don't have a Discord or if YouTube's notification service kind of wonks out like it usually does. But anyway, I'll be posting a link to that chat in the description of every video from this one on, and I suppose I'll be talking to all of you later. I hope you enjoy future videos. Thank you all so much for listening. I know it gets old and boring. And one more thing before I go, I don't want to push videos any further than a half hour to a full hour. So anywhere between there I'm okay with. Sometimes I'll lose track of time. Sometimes I'll get into the game and not notice that half hour to hour mark, and if I suddenly just blank out to a to be continued screen, it's probably because I didn't get a hold of time and I have to split it into a different segment. But anyway, I hope that you enjoy me binging these wonderful games. I hope you enjoy future Thank you all so much for watching. This has been DJ EmeraldRain25 or DillyHowell, whichever you prefer, and I will speak to you in future videos. Bye-bye. And I do need to learn hotkeys. I really need to learn hotkeys. See ya.